Okay, one more example to show you is if I had 7/9 and I had 6/8, and I want to try to figure out which one is the larger fraction. And for this example, we can't look at the numerators because they're different. We can't look at the denominators because they are also different. So what we need to do in this case is make these two fractions have a common denominator. And the fastest way to do that is to multiply these two numbers together so that you're getting an equivalent fraction out of one of the multiples of 9 and 8. And in this case, if I said 7/9, and this time I'm going to multiply both by 8 because the multiple there would be 72. And 7 times 8 is 56. And I'm going to do the same thing for 6/8. I'm going to make it an equivalent fraction out of 72. And I do that by multiplying by 9. And what I do to the denominator, I want to do to the numerator to keep things in proportion. And 6 times 9 is 54. And this is a way to show us that now I have the same denominator. I have a 72 here and 72 here. And now I can compare them. 7/9 is the equivalent to 56 out of 72. And 6/8 is equivalent to 54 out of 72. And then I can say which one is bigger? Well, 56 out of 72 is bigger. Therefore, 7/9 is greater than 6/8. Now, sometimes you can do it in a different way than just finding that multiple by multiplying these two numbers together. For example, if I had 9/12 and I had 4/6. Just by looking at 12 and 6, I know that the lowest common multiple is 12. So I'm not going to do anything to 9/12 because I'm just going to leave it as 9/12. But over here, I'm going to say, well, 4/6, if I multiply 6 times 2, I'm going to get 12. And whatever I do to the denominator, I am also going to do to the numerator so that things are kept in proportion. And 4 times 2 is 8. And now I can see that 9/12 and 8/12, I can now compare those. And in that case, 9/12 is the greater fraction. If I wanted to check my work or show my work in a different way, I might choose to do it on a calculator and by changing these fractions into decimals, because a fraction, even the way it looks like division. You have a number at the top and a line and a number at the bottom. So 1/2 is the same as saying 1 divided by 2. So if I want to check these using a decimal, I'm going to say 7 divided by 9 on my calculator gives me 0.7 0.77 repeated. And if I did 6 divided by 8 on my calculator, I get 0.75, which also continues to make that statement true. If I want to test it one more time with 9 out of 12, if I put on my calculator 9 divided by 12, oh, look at that. I get 75% again, or sorry, 75 hundredths. And if I put 4 divided by 6, I get 0.66 repeated, which again makes this statement true. So that's just another way to show your work. So good luck with equivalent fractions. If you have any questions, please post them under this link.